Coach, what did you make of that game?
I liked the whole game until the end when it got a little scrambly, but I thought that was one of the better complete games we played this year.
I mean, the energy in the first, it seemed like it was there right from the get-go. I guess that would be, were you just pleased with the way you guys came out ready to play?
For sure. And I think the crowd was a big part of that tonight. Like, this was a good night in here. Lots of noise, lots of energy in the building. We kept our game simple early, and we were able to score first. And a really good night in a lot of different ways, including special teams tonight.
Obviously, Michael Backlund scored, but I'm just curious, that 5-on-3 face-off that he won felt like a big moment of the game as well.
Huge. That whole stretch of the penalty kill there was huge for us. You know, Wolfie made a save or two when he had to, but he wasn't overly busy during it. I think the guys have done a really good job in that area, but when you're speaking of the 5-on-3, there's still 18 seconds for them to work. So Michael winning that draw was massive for us, because they're a quick strike power play where they bring it to the net right away. And when they have two extra guys on the ice, it's more difficult. So it was a huge moment of the game.
Holmberg feels like he may have moved up to maybe 12th or 13th in the shootout. Can you confirm or deny whether that's accurate?
I think he'd get a huge ovation, I would say, if he did. It was pretty neat to see. Like, he's a lovable guy in our room, and you can see how much the people appreciate him and enjoy having him around.
Puck luck's been the talk a little bit lately, and early Klapka has that one, goes off the skate. He's not even looking. The goalie's not even looking over the net, and then he pulls one off the line. But the resolve of your team to keep pushing, you got to like that.
Yeah, it's just staying with it. Like, I think the MO for us right now is we're not going away. I mean, the point we're at is we need some help. We need teams to do us some favors. So you talk a little bit about the puck luck. Well, even in certain situations where we just need someone to win a game for us, hasn't happened all that much. So we're hoping that things are starting to flip in that area, and we get a little bit of help on the out-of-town scoreboard, but really understanding that the next game again becomes our biggest game. So I'm pleased with the way we played tonight, but it's really shifting gears fairly quickly to get ready for our next one.
How big of a learning experience can this be for Dustin in those big games? First time in the NHL getting to do those and know that 2 points are on the line for his team.
Yeah, I think it's been that way all year for him, right? He, we've gone back to him the second half of the year. Really, no matter what the situation is, we put him back in there after good games. After, it's hard to even say bad games because he doesn't really have any. But he always responds. That's the one thing that has really stood out for me this year, is he always responds with, I always say, his best effort. But as we've gone on this year, those efforts keep getting better.
Beyond the goals, it's felt like Yegor Sharangovich has been very noticeable out there the last couple of games. Does it feel like something is starting to click with this game?
I hope so. I mean, I think he's been really good over the last little while. And the scoring aside, I know he's found himself on the score sheet a little bit lately, but he's skating and he's looking much quicker on the ice right now. And I think that's a sign of a player that's gaining confidence again. So if we can continue having him go in that direction, he's a threat for us all the time when he's skating through the middle of the ice to shoot the puck. He's going to be a threat again on our power play, and it's nice to see him kind of getting his game back.
Ryan, does it say anything or maybe reinforce anything about your group that in what was certainly the most sort of pressure-packed moment of the season, they had a good start, they scored the first goal, they sort of hit the checklist today?
I think it's big for sure, but I always keep going back to it's been the same. I don't know, since the beginning of the year they're a resilient group. They really are. I don't really believe they ever think they're out of a game. I feel like they can close every game out. They're a resilient group, and like I said before, I just don't think they're going away.
The power play was not great the other night. To get that one at that moment, to kind of give you that cushion in the second period, that'd be huge.
Yeah, it was a big goal for sure. Again, like the face-off we talked about earlier, that's a big moment as well. Because as you mentioned, they went 0 for 6 the other night in a situation that we could have put that game away in Anaheim if it would have been decent, just a little bit decent that night. But a big goal for us tonight.